Happy last week of Aquarius season. Happy full moon Leo. Happy Venus conjunct Mars. There's a lot of cosmic dances this week. 5 major astrological aspects. Mercury's going to enter Aquarius on Monday, so Mercury's just still retracing the retrograde steps from where it was in Aquarius. So Mercury entered Aquarius on the 2nd of January, so this is just getting back to where Mercury was. So we're going to be experiencing a little more shift from practical ideas for longevity and stability to more flashes of insight for innovation and just like a mental space to be and communicate and think of your unique self. So allowing us to revolutionize thoughts for other people by being our unique selves. A space where digital technology allows for breaches into new abstract realms of originality and inspiration. So communications definitely less calculated and to the point, and more intellectual, airy, and eclectic with lots of ideas. Hopefully some new cool inventions. And fortunately Mercury will continue to move through Aquarius into Pisces without retrograde. So I think I saw I thought I saw a backwards card. No. Okay, so that's Monday. I'm going to try to do things a little differently and talk less about the moon, even though the moon's very important. This might have been the backwards card. Interesting. Queen of Cups. Monday. Interesting. But Monday we have the moon opposite Pluto and opposite Mercury. So I'm just going to mention that. I don't know. I have a lot to talk about for the rest of the week, so I want to try to keep these a little shorter. Maybe I can just, while we're still shuffling, try to summarize just like the opposition between the moon and Pluto can just allow us to tap into like some intense emotions that have been hidden. 8. Wednesday. And transmute them if need be. Whatever's surfacing. And then the opposition between Mercury is just brings awareness to minute details. So a good day for doing the things that you work on every day. Sun, and balancing emotional and rational thinking. On Tuesday, we have the moon in Leo, and I kind of got the impression of a limitless mindset this day. The moon will be square Uranus, and so we have the potential for erratic mood swings. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 7 days left. And just being shocked by our behavior and I call them the WTF moments. Am I doing right now? This moon will also be opposite Saturn, and I think that this aspect is a little more prevalent to the next day, which is Wednesday. So the moon opposite Saturn in Aquarius is like an emotional and mental pull for self-expression, I guess, in like a more emotional and mental, in terms of how can this be asserted in my work. And Saturn is asking us to stick to his foundation that he's already charted out for us, and Aquarius, this is what I wanted to mention. Aquarius wants to fully be free in self-expression. So Saturn understands that and has to go kind of battle the Uranus aspects of Aquarius. The conventional versus unconventional aspects are battling in Aquarius right now. And so Saturn is just asking us to be responsible and move through this aspect without like any like abrupt like emotional outburst or melodramatic meltdowns, just for efficiency. And I think that really plays into the full moon in Leo on Wednesday. So I have the cards drawn. I think that this was put in properly. I don't know, but it showed up. I've shuffled a lot too before this. So Queen of Cups. Monday, with the Mercury entering the water bearer sign. Queen of Cups definitely looks like a water bearer here. Getting a sense of compassion and empathy, probably for oneself, if anything's arising through the Pluto opposition. Pluto's in Capricorn and the moon. These aspects are when the moon's in Cancer. I'm also sensing water is a great way to cleanse and energetically. So being aware of the empathic parts of yourself and others, Drinking lots of water can help work through any emotions that are brought up through being extra empathetic. Good healing day. Monday looks like a really nice day for balance. I think there's a lot of balancing this day too. And setting the pace for Mercury to really think of others, creating a safe emotional space for others to express themselves, to communicate how they are and how they want to be, and without question of that. Tuesday, we already kind of went through the aspects of that. So we have the 8 of Pentacles. We have someone who is diligently at work and creating something they're really good at. Working on your passions, or your labor, but having something to prove from it. These are all here to show that you've made every single one of these perfectly. In fact, in terms of the moon aspects, the moon's in Leo on Tuesday, and the opposition between Saturn kind of says that doing your routine work and sticking to your plan, which is creating these pentacles, whatever they may be. I think I spoke last time about, or 2 times, I don't know when I had this last, but each one of these could be different, but, the same method for production is there, and it's laid out that way. There's a flow to it. So sticking with that Saturnian flow of hard work and work ethic. Wednesday, we have the full moon, and we also have Venus conjunct Mars. So I'm looking at the time now, and I'm pretty happy at the time right now, because this might take a minute, hopefully not too long. So full moon, Leo, I guess we'll just start off with that. The need, like I was saying with the moon opposite Saturn, there's a need for, there's a pull for self-expression, particularly with Leo. There's an absolute need for self-expression, and with the I don't know why it's just did that. I was like, oh, heart. All right, I'll make the heart. For self-expression, balanced with the need of attention and recognition. Well, the Leos. All right, let me retrace my steps. I apologize. So there's a desire for self-expression, and it's balanced by Leo's need for attention and recognition, and Aquarius's need for expressing one's authentic self and uniqueness. Truly, like, in like just wanting to be themselves versus trying to just be the center of attention. It's I feel like a prideful thing and then a sovereignty thing with the full moon. So good energies with this. The sun's illuminating our emotional pride and excitement for life and creativity, and then allowing us to reflect our unique image and unique appearance into the world through the Aquarius sun channel. And those desires are just it's interesting to have two opposites but have a similar goal, but it not necessarily having the same objective for the goal. It's just being who they are, but one's because this way, one's because the other way. So there, with Leo, anything could be dramatic, fiery, lit up. So there might be like a way to dispel any of that with the detachment of Aquarius. So like escaping any of that drama by just focusing on yourself and your full moon, and releasing any drama that has hindered your self-expression and your self-image, and create a space for yourself through that releasing for I lost a train of thought. For loving, self-love and grand gestures for expressing love to others. We have the Venus and Mars conjunction this day too, and Capricorn. And there's a lot going on Wednesday. Not only the moon and the sun, but Venus and Mars. Like there's just a balance of male and masculine and feminine energy these days, and definitely an infusion of the two into everyone's unique self. The last time Venus and Mars were conjunct was in Leo on July 13th of last year, and that was, a very fiery, radiant conjunction, whereas Venus conjunct Mars in Capricorn is very stable and enduring. So we're getting opportunities to really actively and physically express our love with this conjunction, and it's full of love and the sense of courageously pursuing our desires, and within the Capricorn realm of the 10th house, which is our career settings and our public image. How can we fuse our masculine and feminine energies within that arena of our life? Venus and Mars are making their annual love affair, and they have questions, and they've experienced different things through their transits of the zodiac wheel. So they're meeting within the realm where they can see what they can achieve together going forward. They'll be conjunct almost all the way, through the rest of Capricorn into Aquarius season. And I think they, drift apart in Aquarius season. But this conjunction will last for the next 3 weeks. Or I said Aquarius, when they enter Aquarius, like we're almost done with Aquarius season. So what can they achieve together, and what are they attracting via their public image? These are, really significant questions to even ask ourselves, and I think is also the really, I want to say crucial aspect of astrology. If you have an awareness of self, these are all really excellent questions to ask, and reevaluate and make changes if need be. I wanted to mention that Venus just went retrograde in Capricorn, and a lot of the things that were brought up were self-worth and not compromising our energetic exchanges for other people's needs, or other people's needs for resources. Another thing brought up with the retrograde was creating enduring relationships. So Venus had a lot of lessons that she learned through the retrograde that really can help facilitate this meeting with Mars, and I think add more maturity to their dynamic and their dance. So that was kind of all a generic thing, but there's a lot of potential this day for very high intense energy, and within oneself, but with others too. So definitely probably recognitions of soulmate connections and affirmations there. We have the Six of Pentacles. So this is about generosity and sharing resources in a physical sense. And what I was just saying was, resources could also be a physical sense in terms of money and in this instance, even food. But it's also, an energetic sense that needs to be accounted for too. So yeah, someone who I think notices an imbalance or an injustice and is trying to balance the scales and by giving, and maybe this is a day to just truly, give to others who are in need. I'm getting the sense of helping others that are in poverty. Which is a good message for full moon. This in poverty is also a very real thing, but we can also think of it in terms of others that are just lacking whatever it is that's brought this person to be able to share abundance. Even though it's very earthly, material, I also want to think that there's also more to this. This person's dressed very regally, which is very Leo. And then we have a humanitarian aspect here. I didn't even think about this. Humanitarian aspect of Aquarius here, trying to help others. I'm excited for Wednesday. Yeah, I think the message for that is also do what you love. If you love helping others, then help other people. If you love giving to others, give to other people. If you have a lot to give and you see that there's an imbalance, Leo's a very morally superior sign. I think Leos are very righteous, and they love to help other people and give to other people. Just out of generosity. So yeah, full moon Wednesday in Leo. We have, that's going to be like 10 a.m. I think. $11:56 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Venus and Mars. Good flow. On Thursday, we have the moon in Virgo. Jupiter will be opposite the moon, so we'll have a day to try to balance any expansion of critical or analysis and just seek enjoyment. And I always think of areas of service with Pisces and Virgo. Kind of aligns with that. And then Moon will be trine Uranus. So asking us how can we inspire others with our unique emotional revelations via probably some art projects. It seems to be like a pretty cool day. We have the sun and luminous. Confidence, innocence. The sun is shining a light on, the sun always shines a light on truth, and brings in a lot of happiness. The sun's that major energy ball for vitamin D. And crucial for good hormonal balances. Jupiter will be sextile Uranus this day. So lots of spiritual insights and true, like a true visionary aspect there with Jupiter being like a philosopher and can just roam free in those super uncharted territories. And then Uranus being the awakener and bringing flashes of true genius. I think I was trying to bring in, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah. Okay, so this is really aligning with this card. Jupiter and Uranus sextile, expansion for ingenuity, for creative and unconventional methods for abundance for all. Sweet visionary gifts with this aspect. But this is unconventional abundance for all people. There's some kind of imbalance coming through in terms of material. Obviously there's like a need for the humanitarian aspects to come in. All right, we still have 3 days left, and this took a lot longer to get through to Friday, which is Sun in Pisces, moves into Pisces this day. I forget what time. 11:43 a.m. So Sun in Pisces is our daydreamer, our compassionate friend, our person who is super sensitive and absorbs emotions within their environment, and because of that, wants to escape and has a very fantasy and idealistic mindset. So we can see those being illuminated within our ourselves and how we reflect out into the world during this time. I think we might also see some more alone time needed for ourselves, just because everyone's more prone to being more sensitive, and it's our last. Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac wheel, so it's our last time to purge any emotional occurrences or things that have just repeated over the past year. So it's our last time to purge that before we start over in Aries and we're going to repeat the cycle of that emotional occurrence and bring it within and merge it with ourselves again. So we have an opportunity to purge any of that before we enter Aquarius or enter Aries, where we can just fully align with our self-interest in the world. So might do some more information on Sun and Pisces. I'm getting a sense of just a lot of daydreams this Pisces season, and just really, I think, drifting and drifting through each day and enjoying it with that maybe space cadet mindset, but still very passionate and intelligent. Pisces is a very intelligent sign. King of Pentacles. For Friday, we have control over our resources. We have an abundance of resources and material well-being. This is a sign to be proud. Be proud of where you are. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Be proud of where you are. You've worked so hard and balanced your emotions throughout whatever possible, occurrences. I'm just going to use it very vaguely. Occurrences, what's ever brought up when I say occurrences is probably what you've battled, or just had to experience. So be proud of where you are. I love how the sun could also just be literally that. He could just, even though he's holding a pentacle, he could be holding the world, he could be holding the sun. It's a disc. Pro disc golfer here. Stability and well-being, even for your health. I think I'll go over some of the aspects. So the moon will be trine Venus, so we'll be loving everything and everybody and have an awareness of aesthetics, whether that be in your home environment or anywhere. Could even be in outdoors by the ocean with Pisces. Moon trine, oh wait, but that's all when, okay, so that will be when moon's in Virgo, and moon in Virgo trine Mars in Capricorn. Harmony and cheerfulness, and probably some will to do something productive and in service. This person is able to help and be of service. And then the moon Virgo trine Pluto Capricorn. So I feel like there's a lot of transformational opportunities with that aspect, and room for romance and fun, friendly exchanges and earthly pleasures. On Saturday, we have the moon in Libra, and the moon will be trine Mercury. So I think there will be some just decisions this day. There seems to be a flare of innocence, just like all of these, flare of innocence and just truly intentionally meaning well for others. Could be a gift on Saturday too. Friendships. This is also a nostalgia card. Being nostalgic. When I think of nostalgia, I think of music. And then Pisces, music and arts are very highlighted. So going back to maybe even daydreaming of an old time for that wave of nostalgia via music. Flowers in these cups. This is a relationship that blossomed into beautiful flowers. Definitely some friends on Saturday. Some friendly exchanges. This is also the call your grandma card. Thank her for... That's also a wave of nostalgia. Grandma's cookies. She has an oven mitt on. Okay. Sunday, moon in Libra. Moon trine Saturn. So has to be balanced and patient. And then moon square Venus and moon square Mars. So there's some tension, some emotional tension, potential for impulsive emotional spirals, just with the square aspect, especially if Venus is, has emotional needs. So I just feel like that could be highlighted with the square. Just something to be mindful of. But we have the Lovers. This is pure love. This is Mars and Venus conjunction, and the balance between duality of male and female energy, all aligned under cosmic love. This is with the Venus and Mars conjunction, and even with Pisces too. Pisces has a lot of time to be, to get away from crowds because they need to, and just from debris that could be accumulated from others. So they get a lot of alone time, and they get to see themselves. And do you love yourself? This could be bringing awareness to that. Self-love. And also, when you have self-love, you start to energetically attract your divine counterpart. There's a lot of abundance of love, and I get the sense of doing the right thing. It's emotionally sound and resourcefully sound, and ruled by the sun. Okay, well, I hope everyone has a great week. I forgot to mention the dates. So Monday is the 14th, and then Sunday is the 20th. So I hope everyone has a great start to Pisces season, awesome full moon, a super hot Venus and Mars conjunction, and yeah, just hope everyone has a great week. I think, oh yeah, Mercury is also entering Aquarius, so I have some announcements for creations that I'm working on, but I think I'm gonna wait a little bit because the next release is it's gonna be for, haven't really decided yet, so stay tuned for that. I have a lot of pendants on my website. I'm just gonna show, I haven't put these on yet. Oh, I gotta do that. So I have the Crystal Fairy Realm Pendies. This one has a bunch of magnets in there. And I have some teas left and some journals. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great week. I'm gonna put the link in my description to the website. And happy full moon, Leo.